Hi there guys, in this video I want to give you an update of what's been happening. Now I know it's been a long time since my last YouTube video and it's something I've been meaning to get around to. However, I've been struggling to actually work out content for a YouTube video. Obviously Elite and Dangerous has gone a little bit sideways at the moment, and the next four I don't fully feel confident at posting videos on that at the moment. With more time on it I may start posting that, but I don't know how it goes with that. So what this has left me doing is not actually posting much, but I'm still about and doing everything. We also got quite a lot of work on with the house itself, as we've got an extension to build and a roof conversion. I mean, we had quite a harsh winter because we actually had no central heating, so we had to basically survive on plug-in radiators. However, we've kind of survived that and heading basically into the spring summer, so we will start doing the extension and stuff like that. We did actually get permission to do it back when we had lockdowns and that, but when it was happening we couldn't really get anything in, and it took like 5 or 6 months for things to start to going back to normal. After that happened, the kind of weather was turning into winter conditions, so it wasn't worth trying to do anything much outside. So what I thought I'd do instead is to show you around the house at the moment before we get on with some more stuff. I don't know if you're interested to see these type of videos. I'd be greatly interested to know if you are, as I don't know really what else to post at the moment. So this room here is where I'm currently kind of staying. You can see my bed in here, the sofa, the TV. I'm kind of like lodging in the front room, as I don't actually have a bedroom anymore. When we moved I did actually have a proper bedroom, but this is just part of the thing. We moved to this house to do quite a big upgrade to it, to have an extension and a roof conversion, but with lockdown and things like that we wasn't able to get on with it, and basically we got kind of limbo state as such. We ain't bothering to actually do anything with the ceilings at the moment because that's all going to come down in time. So I do want to add that the house is in a mess at the moment, and it's not something I'm actually proud of how it looks. If you notice some cables on the floor, they're there because I'm thinking about moving my computer from the right hand side to the left, and so I'm just trying to find what cables I can get for it. So outside this door is where we plan to do the extension. We're only going to go out about 4 meters, and it's going to be a single story, so it's not going to be particularly big. However, that's going to add quite a lot onto the house. Like I said, then we've got to do a roof conversion later on, but if we can just get the extension done, the idea is to kind of move into that, as it'll be all insulated up with a boiler and all that lot, and we should be pretty warm in that. So this is the hallway, which is again is a bit of a mess. You can see these cables are going up. There's power for some lights up there, and there's some network cables going up there to supply the other rooms with internet basically. And you can see basically we've dumped all this stuff in here just to get it somewhere out the way. You can see there's various DeWalt stuff sitting there, so obviously certain tools we need. I prefer to try and keep them out of the garage and that for those, because I don't want to get them all messed up. And you can see that brick wall still there. That's just to divide off that which was a kind of bathroom there. So this is something we've been working quite a lot on, is to move our kitchen and bathroom away from the back of the property, as all our drains are now moved onto the front and all our water is that way, so we can do digging out the back without affecting any of the bathroom and kitchen. As you can see, it's a very cramped kitchen with a lot of stuff in it. It's functional and it will do what we need to do. It does have a full ceiling as well, so we're insulated from above. Not long ago the actual microwave went down, so we had to buy a new one, which isn't ideal. That's a combi unit, so it actually functions as an oven and a grill and gives us some extra cooking facilities, as there is no oven at all in there. So this is our little bathroom, which is basic but functional. You can see we've got a toilet. It's so nice to actually have a proper shower with doors on. For ages we were using a shower curtain, and they are absolutely useless. This shower we used to use was really small, and every time you tried to grab something off the floor you'd move the curtain out and all the water would go on the floor. I'm so glad we actually got a proper shower now. So if we head into the old kitchen now, you can see now this is basically another sort of dumping ground of stuff. We've got a lot of the tiles off the wall. We've patched up a few bits with plaster and all that lot, but it's still a bit of a mess. We've got all the wood off the ceiling. As this room had all kind of wood on the ceiling, on the walls, it was a nightmare. So this is the old bathroom. We have now converted it into a kind of storage area, as the kitchen's quite small, so we need somewhere to store some of the extra kind of overflow of stuff, so we can come here and get things that we need and bring it to the kitchen. So if we head outside, I'll show you what we're planning to do. So we've got a load of them bags up the back there. They're going to have to be all moved. Some of them have got rubble, some have got sand and stuff like that, but we'll move them all out of the way. We'll hopefully do that tomorrow. Anyway, so if we look down this way, I can show you what we're trying to do. So we had a conservatory on the back here, and it was kind of crazy how much concrete they put in. I mean, they put in like 5 or 6 inches worth of concrete for basically a one thick brick wall. They put a massive concrete base down there as well, so that kind of took an 8-yard skip to clear all that. Well, saying that, I think we've still got quite a bit left, as you can see down there. So we're probably going to have to get another skip in to try and get rid of all this rubble. Hopefully as well we can get rid of some of this kind of rubbishy soil as well. It's kind of clayey kind of soil that not much really grows in it. So another thing we were doing kind of in lockdown area is to try and prepare a path from the house to the garage. But the thing is that we were actually able to prepare it all, but we couldn't get the slabs and all the concrete for such a long time. Eventually when we did get them, the weather turned and we couldn't really do any concrete and stuff like that in sort of rain or really cold conditions, so it basically got left. So when we took down the conservatory, we had quite a lot of bits left over. What we thought we'd do is actually reuse a lot of these parts and build a shed from those. So we had quite a lot of actual windows actually available, and we've basically got them all into the shed. We're going to try and get this roof on there as well. We've got to do some joining and stuff like that, but it seems to be fairly good sort of quality. So if we can reuse a lot of that and put it on the top, and then we've got some shiplap to put on the side. We're going to then put some insulation in and then some OSB on the inside, so it's going to tie it all together. This is going to be quite a useful little building just to store some of the stuff we've got in the roof as a kind of storage area, and eventually, like I said, all this will move back into the house and this will become free again. This shed, we did put in quite a lot of facilities in there as well. It's going to have power, water, internet, TV. I think it's got a thing for cameras as well, so there's going to be quite a lot of stuff up there. So we did do the shed base about 2 years ago, but with what's been happening, it's basically got delayed and left alone. Hopefully we can get a roof on soon, because that will actually give some shelter. But we'll do the shed when we haven't got anything else to do, but as the extensions come up now, it's kind of delaying everything else. But it'd be nice to actually get on with things, and it'd be nice to actually see some new stuff coming onto this house. As you can see, we've been living in a kind of mess, and when we had a lockdown, it just meant we couldn't get on with it. When we moved here, the idea was to do quite a lot of work and get this property up to a sort of scratch, but this has left us in a position that we couldn't really do much about, and we basically had to survive. So hopefully things will be a bit better this year, and if you're interested to see more updates of this, I'll be glad to post them. Just let us know below. As always, your comments and suggestions are greatly welcome. Take care and have fun, guys.